What can I say, guys? The drought has been ended. The Bills have not defeated the Patriots since 2003 opening day. That's 8 years. Over 8 years, the Patriots have owned our ass. And I must say that today is a special victory. Today is a day that I will remember because we finally have won against the Patriots, a good team. A team that no one can argue in the last decade has been the top NFL team. So, cheers to the Buffalo Bills organization, to you, the Buffalo Bill fan, all you Bill haters, whatever you. But I want to say that I'm glad that they won this game. Being a Bills fan is to be an existentialist. You must embrace the suffering of being a Bills fan, and that is what Bills fans do. Bill fans suffer. From the 4 Super Bowl losses in a row, to the Music City Miracle, to the Rob Johnson, Doug Flutie QB debacle, and if anything else you can think of before the 4 Super Bowl losses, because that's where I date myself. You know, that's where my impressions of being a Bills fan started. It is just hard to be a Bills fan because so much goes wrong so often. And then even 2 or 3 years ago, I can't quite recall, we did go 4-0 and then went on to lose like the next 7 out of 9 games. So even though we're 3-0, I'm still a little cautious. However, I think that this team has heart, they have guts, they have desire. 2 weeks in a row coming down from big deficits, the 21-3 deficit going into the half against Oakland, the Raiders last week, and then this week being down at 1 point, 21-3, and coming back to ultimately win the ball game. I just gotta say it's awesome. So I'm really happy. I'm happy with the offense. It's about time that we actually have a QB. Fitzpatrick is looking good. He went today, let me look at my cheat sheet. He went today 27 for 40, 369 yards, 2 TDs, 2 picks. He did do some questionable things, namely that one pass that he threw, which he should have just thrown away, and it ended up getting picked off. But thankfully, defensive pass interference was called, and it was all brought back. Like, dude, Patrick, it was like first down. You don't need to try to make a pass that isn't there. So we really, dodged the bullet on that one. And then also in the end, when they were trying to down the ball to run out the clock, why are you like diving forward and going into the traffic? Step back and kneel on the ball. I didn't really understand that. I think he's a good QB. I'm liking it. What he's been doing, Jesus, after going through freaking Trent Edwards and J.P. Luzman, wow, have we suffered. I mean, those guys couldn't even throw for 300 yards in a game, ever. Like, for how many, literally, it was like years that a Bills QB did not throw for 300 yards in a game. And I'm not even exaggerating. I think it was like 3 years or something, maybe even more, that a QB for Buffalo did not throw for 300 yards. I really like the way that Patrick distributed the ball today. He was hitting a lot of different targets. He was hitting Donald Johnson. He had a huge game, 5 receptions for 101 yards. Stevie Johnson, 8 receptions for 94 yards and 1 TD. David Nelson, 6 receptions, 84 yards. He hit up my man Scott Chandler. I love this guy. Only hit him up twice for 10 yards, but one of those receptions was a TD. I think Scott Chandler now has 4 TDs already for a tight end in week 3. And he hit the running back Freddie Jackson 5 times for 87 yards. Also, Freddie ran for about 12 times for 74 yards. So he had a big, huge game, over 150 yards of production. Just phenomenal. I'm really happy with the offense. Defense kind of has a lot to be desired, even though we did get those 4 picks. We are giving up a lot of points. So between this week and last, so I'm a little nervous about that. In a hint of irony, now the Bills had lost to the Patriots 15 times, boom, 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 in a row, okay? Now, that was the longest active win streak that any team had had against any team in the NFL. The Patriots had that, 15 against Buffalo. Now, in a turn of irony, Buffalo goes into Cincinnati next week, and the Bills, now have the longest active win streak against a team at 10 wins. So the Bills have won 10 times against Cincinnati, the last 10 times. And that actually dates back to, I looked this up, to the AFC Championship game on January 8th, 1989. So you're talking like practically 22 years that the Bills have beaten the Bengals. So I don't want to like jinx them. It makes me a little nervous, because eventually, a team's time is due. But I think it's winnable. I think we could go into Cincy and tear it up, man. I think we can do it. I think we can do it up. I am so psyched. I think that we are for real. This team has a new attitude. They come back from behind. They don't give up. Other teams of the past couple of years, it just wasn't there. So I think that Chan Gailey is really instilling in the Bills a winning ethic. Like, you can do it. You can win. You come back from behind. You win. Okay, you don't give up, you never stop. The game is won in the fourth quarter, folks, as the Bills are displaying here. It's won in the fourth quarter or an OT if it goes to that. But you got to score in that fourth quarter, and that's what the Bills have done. They may take a little while to get revved up, but they do it. They do it, and they are doing it. So thanks for watching. Thanks to all you Bill fan out there. Let me know how you felt about the game. I'm probably going to update my hat because... I feel like I need to get a white hat now. I think that this red hat is just, it's got to go. So, I'm going to look for that. And, I'm just happy. It's good to be excited because only the Bill fan really knows what it means to suffer in your fandom. What it means. I mean, being a Bills fan is not easy, okay? Being a Patriots fan is easy. Let's say being a Yankees fan in baseball is easy. I mean, they're always going to be in the playoffs, pretty much, the Yankees. At least in the last, virtually the last 15 years, 16 years. And when you have the payroll that the Yankees have, that's a whole nother video I don't even want to get into, but it's easy being a Yankee fan. But to be a Bill fan... that's existentialism, baby. That is to lose, to suffer. But I still, and always will, believe.